In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. Wakey, Eggs and Bakey. Good morning, Grand Rising, and how y'all doing today? Well, this is another edition of Turn Up Tuesday, and what we always find something to turn up about. But sorry to say, we won't be talking with tequila and tomfoolery. We're no longer at Bar 210, hosted by the Gwen Factor on Tuesdays. So, I'm sorry, guys. But anywho, we'll get into that later on in the show. But I want to say Grand Rising to my super producer, Mr. Molly Moss. I call him Molly Moss. His name is Molly $1 Million Moments, but he's the C Moss boss, if you ask me. I like to say good morning to him. He's the man with the plan that's in the back, doing all the gadgetry and the doohickeys. And when I talk about a subject, he pops it up, and he helps me get the content of the show together. And I do want to pay him homage and thank him for his contribution to this jam. Yes, that's right. And my guest in the house today is Lee. Good morning, Lee. How you doing, baby?
What up?
I can hear you.
How you feeling? It's not a grand rising. It's not a grand rising. It's an uprising.
It's an uprising.
It's an uprising. I robot.
I ain't gonna say that. It's just a little twirl of the finger. That ain't nothing. But see, you from down south, you know. Can you tell the people where you from, Lee? Who you are and what you do?
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, by way of a whole lot of other South Carolinas and a few other PAs and BAs, CAs and CUs and COs, NYs and PAs and GAs.
What about the POs?
And what I do? And no, I don't have any of those. I'm still clearance eligible.
Okay.
I'm still clearance eligible. But anyway, I'm having a blessed morning. I was at the fight down there in Montgomery. I got a black eye, you know. I tried to help out the best I could with the one eye that I did have, and I'm back in VA, man. It was hard.
Everybody was like, Reese, talk about this, everybody was talking about it. It was like they want to talk about it on the show. They had an opinion. They wanted to voice their opinion and their viewpoint. And I'm saying, okay, let's do it. Let's talk about it. We got problems. Come on, come with it. Let's talk about it. Let's share. Let's get this thing going because it's just a repeat of history. Except
no, that's a
one
rewrite.
time.
No, a repeat of history. No, a rewrite of history.
That's what I
A
was getting
rewrite
ready
of
to
history. Because if
We are not.
huh?
I said let's say it together. We are not
Our ancestors.
We are not
We
our
are
ancestors.
we with who was that? Ricky Smiley had went through a situation like this. Him and his sister. And he told them, I mean, this had to be about 6, 7, 8 years ago. He told them, we are not our ancestors. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not going to even do this.
Because they keep
If one of those Africans, when they put us on our ancestors on that ship would have swam out there to them, we would have never learned nothing about. Man, I want to do a Batman thing with that. With pow, wow, pow. I wish I knew how to cut. I wish I knew how to clip cut. I would put Batman in the middle of all of that shit.
Pow, pow.
Yeah,
that was good. Let's let the people see what we talking about today. Everybody know what we talking about. The viral, the thing went viral. I'm waiting for the folks to come in to comment because everybody was like, let's talk about this on the show. Where you at? Here we is. We ready to talk. What do you got, people? So let's get on in here into the clip.
Well, I tell you what. It didn't happen in Selma. We need to go on and walk across, set it up and walk across the bridge now, because they already know what's going to happen in Montgomery. So we need to get Selma a part of it and take John Lewis with us, just in spirit, because that was an uprising of its own. Now try that shit in a big town with a lot of black folks. Try that stuff. You heard the song, try that in a little town. The country song they talking about.
To try that in a little town.
Yeah, boy. Try that in a big town. Try that in a town that's mostly black folk. Like Georgia.
North Carolina. There's a lot of black folks down there. Look.
Yeah, babe.
But that's just the thing. I don't think they would have tried that there. I don't know. Some people think they're bigger than life. So let's watch.
That was a privilege. That was their privilege. They don't take. See,
think it was privilege. Let's watch the
video. They did the Gwen. They did the Gwen factor. They fucked around and found out.
They did a FIFO. They did a FIFO.
The FIFO. What Gwen said. Don't the FIFO. Don't fuck around and find out. She put it out there. That's it. We're gonna have to get new shirts with the fight on the back and FOFA.
Let the people see the video. Molly, go on with the video, baby.
I'm going in the order you asked me to, or you skipping over the video, the first video?
No, I want to do the very first one that started the brawl.
No, I'm saying you sent me some muscle guys that this the video you want to start the show off with.
No. I was going to do 50 Tysons, but I you're right. I forgot to tell you.
All right, I just skip him and go. All right.
Yeah, because we're going to do him for till Thursday. Y'all remember 50 Tyson? No, nobody remember 50 Tyson, do they?
50 Tyson. You got to teach me about that one.
50 Tyson, back in like 20, 30 years. Well, 15 years ago, he's a rapper, autistic man.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'll tell you about the story.
An altercation on a Montgomery, Alabama boat dock over the weekend between a group of white boaters and a black employee escalated into a massive brawl that resulted in multiple arrests. Mayor Stephen Reed is calling for justice to be served for attacking a man who was doing his job.
It's an unfortunate incident, and it's something that we're investigating right now. We'll continue to go through that process before we take any additional steps.
It all began when the black employee was trying to clear the dock space where the Riverside cruise, the Harriet II, normally docks. The cruiser was about to return to shore and needed its space to dock.
Just doing his job. And for some reason, they didn't like it. They didn't want to move the boat. And he decided to get physical with him.
You can see in the video the black employee on the dock arguing with one of the men from the pontoon boat, and then another shirtless white man charging at the employee and hitting him in the face. Soon after that, you can see several others join in on the attack of the dock employee. In some of the video, which has gone viral with millions of views, people on the boat can be heard yelling for someone to go help the employee. Then at one point, you can see a young man who has jumped off the boat, swimming ashore to help the man who is being attacked.
The boat got closer, the guys and the crew members and everybody got off, and that's when it happened. That's the reason why when they got off the boat, they came right to that smaller boat.
And that's when more fighting ensues, turning into an all-out brawl that included several people getting hit over the head with a folding chair. Soon after, officers started trying to take control, handcuffing people in the fight.
You know, they were the antagonists of the whole situation. Arrest them, because unfortunately, when things happen, people of color are the first to be put in handcuffs.
Many questions remain about the melee that appear to be very much split across racial lines.
We are fully engaged, and we are doing all of our due diligence to find out exactly what took place.
Now,
What part of that bill?
what part of they don't understand? We know what took place.
What?
We saw it, and the people are telling it. You saw the guy doing his job, and then the other guy charged. Now, if that was the opposite color, how would that have played out? Would they be trying to do an investigation? The melee trying to figure out what happened. We know what happened. We saw what happened, and the people need to get fined for, first of all, they in a space they're not supposed to be. They're interfering with the man's job, with the work.
But they interfered with the whole operation of the port, of the dock. I mean,
Exactly.
why do we have to still jump through hoops to be right when you have video footage from different angles and different cameras, and we still have to prove that we are innocent?
That's the waste of money investigation. You know what the fuck happened. Go and do what you're supposed to do and get it resolved.
See, you remember, see the thing.
And I said, I didn't cuss. Everybody thought, oh, she cussing. No.
I point my finger at you. Don't do it. Let me do it.
Words that sound like it.
Let me do the cuss. I'll be your spokesperson. What
I
the?
can say FOCK. That's fuck.
There you go. There you go. But you know, I watched a few angles in that, and I remember, Chris Rock? When the slaves was going, he said that he didn't see a spear, a rock, or nothing be thrown at the boat. We are not our ancestors. This shit ain't happening no more. They can try it if they want to. It is not going to be pretty.
There are other places where they didn't get the memo yet. There's other places, you know, they need to really be ratified, and they need to just stand up to say, you're not going to intimidate me no more. You're not going to, this ain't no step and fetch it. We're not jigging and tagging this thing. This is a different time. And I loved it when that boy got in that water. We got more different clips of it. We're going to show, but
you know,
that boy got in the water. You know.
Oh yeah. You know that I sent you a clip of what his name is. I can't remember his name. It's on your
His name is Mark.
I sent it to you through Messenger.
Because
I sent it to you.
There's a clip where they tell the boy name. It's either Mark or Anthony something. We got a clip.
Yeah, he's 16 years old, and yet
16.
And yes, he did get a couple hits. And you see the new weapon now?
The chair.
You see the new weapon? They got the chair clipped to their side. Ain't no gun. They got the gun clipped on it. They got the chair clipped to their hip now. Oh yeah. I
ain't playing with her. Look, I ain't playing either. Look, you get you a folding chair and it's black. My chair black. You know, it's the Black Power. So I'm just letting you know, when I go down to the disability office, I'm gonna carry my chair with me. Just so y'all know, while I'm sitting there for many, many hours, any place where I got to go do business, you carry your chair of choice. This is not a glizzy.
You know what I'm.
This is my glizzy. This is gonna be my Glock.
Not the the chair is a glizzy. Glizzy means a lot of things.
I'm gonna make the chair become the glizzy. Morning people. Sister, you get a fair folded chair. You dang all right. I saw the weapon of choice. Y'all saw my chair. What you gonna tell Mama? I got one for you too. Slicky, I got you a chair. I'm gonna get anything that fold up. A chair, a walker. Man.
But I tell you what, he was swinging that chair. He crushed the heck out of her head. Cracked. I was dying.
Video, you gotta show, Bonnie, you gotta show the next video. The two black girls already had beat her down. Cause she was
really? I didn't see that part.
Okay, let's see this. Is this the one where they beat her down? Let's see.
He was holding his own, boy. Here come the cavalry.
Look at him swim. Get it, baby. Get it. That baby was swimming. Black people can swim now. We got you now. And he followed the man, walked down to the end of the deck with him. Now look at all of them.
Yeah.
Get that little boat out that way. Get it.
They scared. Look at them. They scared. Woo! Beat their ass. Woo! Oh my God. Woo! That what you get. That what you get. That what you get. Oh, tie her ass up. She whipped her ass. She could have put her in the water. In the water.
Ooh, is that the one that fell in the water?
Ass up.
Yep.
Because y'all were wrong. Do some. Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Woo. He jumped in the water. Yeah. Get their ass. Oh, look at the broad. Jumping their ass. Because y'all were wrong for jumping on that black man like that, baby. Okay, I thought we're going.
Oh yeah.
Here, man. There you go.
I love it. I love it.
He going to jail.
They just get him a belly.
But you know what? Is that a black guy that cuffing right there?
Yeah. You know,
That's the one that hung that slung the chair.
that's the one that slung the
Hey,
chair. The one that slung the chair.
I love him. He gave us a whole new weapon. We ain't even got carry guns no more.
Look, baby, I done told you. And I'm disabled, and sometimes I have to walk with my folded walker. So when I don't have the chair, you'll see me fold that walker up, Lee. I got my weapon and my cane. What? We don't play it. We don't play. American with Disability, we're going to tap that ass. So let's say good morning to the people. Good morning, Malik.
Good morning.
It didn't contain it at all. Look, do you know what that contained? That this was one time where the people, instead of just standing around watching with the cell phones, how many times have we said that? Somebody one of us, instead of us helping, we stand around and watch with the cell phone, right? That didn't happen.
Right. You got to realize those guys in the purple shirts, they work for the doc. And they saw one of their fellow employees going down, and that's not going to happen. He's a security. Those other guys that was on that boat, those were security. They're not going to let security go down, not like that. Those purple shirts belong to that company.
Him and his mama was on the other boat, and he saw it. And he jumped in that water to help that man. I guess he figured, but nobody else going to get involved because a lot of people don't. They just stand around with their phones and not get involved. But that melee was too much. Let's see what the people.
It was so funny that
Slicky yelling badass fight, and I'ma tell Mama Alicia in the water, boom, in the water. Look, in the water. Look, and for those of you who just tuned in, this my glizzy. This is my weapon of choice. I'm practicing. I'm getting my arm stripped. When I go to African Disability, see,
you gonna kiss your glizzy.
Look, I'm about to do all kinds of tricks with this chair. Y'all see this? And it's black. Like me, look, I can hold it by the legs. Bam, bam. I'm gonna start spinning it around my neck and stuff next. Do all kinds of, look, I do clap dances and chin dances. Anyway, I'm gonna start spinning it around my neck and do loopy-loos with it. And then when I get tired, I can have a seat. This is a badass weapon. Yes, it is. And guess what? It won't kill you, but it'll knock some sense in your head. Because I know that lady that got points won't be jumping in no more fight with me.
They said she had 3 horns on her head when they got done with her.
You know she did the knots. Let me see. What does the people say? Alicia said in the water. She said, boat, yeah. Wait a minute, I got a message coming in. They texting me on the phone. They laughing. They cutting up. They laughing at me. Why? Y'all better get y'all a chin. Y'all better
they got the hook. They got the hook for your belt too now.
Oh, they got the hook.
Amazon. They got the hook for so you can hook it to your belt. Now I sent it to you. I sent you the clip.
So I can hook the chin to my belt.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
What did Malik say? Malik said this type of distraction have nothing to do with freedom, with your freedoms.
Yeah, dude. It has a lot to do with privilege.
He said we don't have any knowledge because the stuff we watch don't contain it. Well, what's the knowledge you get out of this? People are getting tired. They're getting tired. You know, that is showing you something. And
I realized that they have realized that port right there was where the slaves were sold. If they would have had an uprising, then it would change the trajectory. Huh?
I said we got a video for that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, if you know your history, you already know what that port stands for. So that is not going to happen again. Let's repeat that again for the people that just showed up. We are not our ancestors.
Let's say that together. We are not.
We are not our ancestors.
Now,
not gonna happen again.
I hope it don't ever happen again, because this time the shackles isn't around our ankles, it's around our minds. So if enough of us can get woke to wake some other people up, get you out of your slumber, your haze, to see what's really going on and to see what the real agenda and everything is. You know, it says our people perish because lack of knowledge. If each one teach one, then won't nobody be perishing now, would they? Okay.
Who was that talking? Someone said something last night. No slave left behind. I was watching something that said no slave left behind.
But Malik is right. He said, but we still not there though. We got a long way to go, Malik. But you do it one person at a time, one day at a time. That's how we take it, only one day at a time. We got to take our wins in small doses. What Alicia says. His shirt said crew. He part of the crew. And Slicky said, but sometimes you got to do. And Malik said, I don't know if anybody know it or not, but we are being, what do you say? Warded on. Is that's warded or O or A? Warded. Warded on talking about fairy fights is not the solution. No, it's not a solution. You know, you never should put your hands on nobody, but you got to.
Who said that? Who said that?
Malik said fairy fights is not the solution. We're being warded. It's not the fight thing. It's just standing up, because he could have just took it and walked away, but he didn't. He made a stand, and not only that, other people came back to reinforce his stand. That was a movement. Now, if we could make a stand on the other things that's happening in this world against people of color, our black and brown people, that's one stand. That's an example of the type of stands that we need to make. Because here you go, the system, the man, coming again. We just doing what we were programmed to do. But even sometime in our programming, they feel the need to readjust us, if you will, with a fist punch or whatever. This man doing his job, what he's programmed to do. Then here come this man against authority because he didn't like the program. So he gonna buck the system, and he just happened to buck this time the wrong man. Now, what if that man would have just took that punch? Or what if that man would have just gave in and said, yes, sir, you can park any way you want to do, whatever. See?
Well, you got to realize, but what you, my bad.
I'm sorry.
Mom, that was my bad. But you got to realize Trump just gave the night before, and just gave them that speech that you're better. We're making America great again. We're going to put them up back in the box. But we got a lawsuit against the hair stuff. So they can't filter us that way anymore. But whoever said that, no one would have came if it would have been him on that boat, Doctor. No one would have helped him. And say they always blame Trump. He gave the speech. He the one want to eliminate us.
The Kenny Clark said, "By any
he don't like us." I don't think they would have done that the last 4 years. They didn't do it.
Malik said, our fight is with City Hall, not with other races. Malik, I beg to differ, because that race attacked us first. We didn't attack black. They attacked us first. So they was the one that was the aggressor. Now, that's how that fight started.
Absolutely.
So was we supposed to just lay down again? Was we supposed to lay down like George with the George Ford and let them put their knee on our neck again? That man did when he threw that hat up. When he threw the hat up, he was like, boom.
Oh my goodness.
It was just like, He took his shirt off and waited like a helicopter. People from, because they saw it. It was in plain sight this time.
Yep. He would, you know.
We outnumbered them because if you notice, even after the fight took place, some more radicals tried to approach the gang of black men. And what they do, they got chased the fuck back. The fuck back.
Didn't one of them swim back to Europe?
Well, I don't know, but I know one of them fell in that water, and them other ones started running back. They was bad at first. That remind me of the movie Saturday Night Fever, when it was a gang of them be walking and stuff, and then they been called, oh, you mooly this. That's not Bensonhurst. That's not you. Yusuf Walkins ain't gonna get. You ain't gonna throw them in the water, and that's what that reminds me of. When I saw that, I don't know what in me, but I got a quiver. I don't know if it was the ancestors telling me it's about time, but I saw that. It's not nothing to be proud of in the sense that we got to come to that melee. It was something to be said when we stood up. That one good time, and we stood up, and we did not allow this man to get unjustified beaten from a white man for nothing. And could you imagine that everybody back there that had the sharecroppers, that had the slaves that was running, if they stood up to keep their one brother from getting beat down by another race? Everybody that was doing the start of the beating was one race. Could you imagine? We wouldn't be in the situation that we are now. And we still are enslaved.
You know what?
Still captured. This is just a
There's another similarity to that.
What is it?
What's going on with the internet?
What's the other similarity?
You know what? There's another similarity. Out there.
What's the similarity? I'm listening.
Miss Mac. There's another scenario like that also with a black young lady. They got the police pulled her over to tell her that, you know, her car was registered, was stolen. And he grabbed her. The police, after she stopped her, the police grabbed her. They held her, and these brothers came and saved her. And she said she's pressing charges. I think I sent it to you.
Wow.
And where?
Look what Alicia said. Alicia said, what if they had killed that man? Then what? Then what? Exactly. What if nobody jumped in and they killed that man? Huh? Because they was jumping his butt for doing his job.
Yeah. That's crazy. The great debater, the degradators. You know, some people just don't.
Clear folk. You know what? Trump didn't start racism. Trump did not. Racism been embedded ever since. It's just been there.
No, he didn't create racism. No.
So, and all of those people, they may
support
Trump, or they may support the other guy, but it don't matter. It wasn't them. It was those folks out there on that dock at that boat that time. Trump didn't have nothing to do with nothing. So I don't know why people always blame Trump, because I can't blame him for all these other people aggression towards us or the disdain they have for people of our hue. We can't blame Trump. He just one out of a million. He just one.
Yeah, but at the same time, but wait a minute now. If I'm giving you power speeches like fucking Jim Jones, and you gonna drink the Kool-Aid,
they've been drinking.
I can blame them for the.
No matter.
No, I'm saying it was already in it. I'm saying it was already in them, yes, but it takes something to bring it out of them. If I can give you that praise, give you that pep talk that you can win this game without these people, without this, you don't need this, and I go with it. He is just that guilty. He's gonna have other people to do his dirty work. if you are blaming Trump, the devil is with me.
He said they wouldn't have shot him. Nobody.
So
they wouldn't.
I have my own opinion, Mr. Clark.
They was getting they was beating them down. There was no guns involved till the police came. But she's saying, what if they would have beat them down?
Hey, who's Kevin Clark?
A cousin in North Carolina a few years ago, not too long ago, recently, that was hung. He was dating a white girl.
Who's Kevin Clark?
And they hung him in the woods in this century, just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. They didn't find the killers. Nothing. Just went away. And nobody said and did nothing.
Nope.
What?
We don't never do nothing. I mean, out there, how many times have I fussed and say that we throw our people away before we throw anybody else's away? I mean, they stick together. They don't care if they're as guilty as shit. They saw it, do it, you saw it. They're going to make sure you don't tell it. And they're going to cover theirs. But us, black people, we do not stick together. We will, oh yeah, Kels did it. Everybody did it. And we don't care. Shouldn't have did it. But though we'll praise them, that's where we program. But no.
And Malik said if they would have killed a man, we still would have acted like we normally do, doing nothing. You're right.
Doing nothing.
Doing nothing. But look how many people got killed in D.C. over the week. And what are we doing? Nothing. We see our brothers and sisters get shot all the time, and nobody do nothing. Nobody. We two black men could be fighting. A group of boys that could jump them, and we don't do nothing. Malik, you're right. We got to start doing something, no matter what color. It got to be some type of integrity.
Yes, but see, the thing about that is we have short fuses. We have short fuses, and what we do is we'll go out there and we'll protest for a little while, and then we stop, and it goes away. And then they'll do something else to make us go out there and do it. It's a programming. Black people aren't consistent. We act like we're not consistent. When you dedicate yourself to something, you dedicate it. You do it to your fullest. Most times, I can't remember her name, but she lived in D.C. and they gave her an award.
These comments.
I want to say,
right. Kidham said Lee is right. He saw the other video. Kidham was saying, "Yep." He saw that video that you talking about, Lee. I think the one with the girl. I mean, say that again. Yeah. He said, "What happened to the girl? She got stopped."
Yeah, the police pulled her over and tried to tell her that her car was stolen, and he needed her to get out the car. She got out the car, but however, he grabbed her by her arm. And so she was like, "Don't touch me, get off me. You don't have to touch me." He was squeezing her arm with pressure. And these brothers just said, "Hey, bro, you ain't got to call a female officer. You ain't got no business putting your hands on her." And this is something that I've always talked about. What was the purpose of having a female officer, hiring female officers, if the men can still touch you? The reason for that is because a lot of women came up raped and beat and missing. That was when I was young. I'm 60 years old. This right here is nothing new. I'm just glad to be alive for the uprising. You know what I mean? I've been waiting on this.
Okay.
So I mean, we the people.
Molly said,
yes.
"Why did
you're absolutely right. We'll fight our own.
Get killed. They let them
fight nobody else."
You know why they sit there and watch George Floyd get killed? They were scared to intervene because of the uniforms that was on those people. Now, if those police officers was dressed in bikinis and didn't have the guns and stuff and that badge, I believe they would have got dealt with. But because of that badge, that authority, everybody got scared because they didn't want to go to jail. They didn't want to buck authority. It was a sacrifice that nobody was willing to take in Floyd's instance. And that's so sad.
it didn't, that situation didn't need it didn't need an excessive force at all. Didn't need any force. I mean, if you're outnumbered, you're outnumbered.
Okay, Malik says, so why do you, it says, so why do you do that? And why don't you stick together? Why do they stick? You know what? Everybody start carrying a chair. Let's see if we can stick together. Get a little chair, the baby chair, get that movement going. Let's see, because look, if taking off, getting guns and gats and everything, calling them glizzy, get a chair. And, you know, let's do something. Malik, right? Let's do something.
You go trip over it. Now watch. I guarantee you these little folding chair keychains gonna come out. you got folding chair keychains for $1 in the family, in the $1.25 in the dollar store. They pressing these bitches right now.
Malik said,
you know
that the police are bad. It's that the good people that sit around and do nothing because they scared. It's the fear that paralyzes people, Malik.
No, it's not the fact that we're afraid. It's not that we're afraid. No, it's not that we're afraid.
What is it? Tell me.
We're not afraid. We just, I'm getting ready to, I'm trying to make sure the words are right. We're not afraid. It's just the fact that we can't come together. Everybody that feels this way is obligated to something else. And if we taking, say like, what do you say, let's see, a football team. Let's do the football team. The football team know they got to play. But then look at Kaepernick. He tried to give an uprising, and what happened? It's not that we're afraid. He should have just played ball. He should have just let it go.
No, Lee, no. What happened was when he got lost all that money, everybody was afraid of losing money. Everybody was like, oh, he shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't. That's why they didn't come to his rescue, because they didn't want to lose their job. They were afraid if they did something that they was going to lose their job or their endorsements. It's all for those
for employment purposes. I can see afraid, but I'm talking about integrity
because this is the ruler of this world is this, that paper, that fake note. What you won't do for money, what you won't do for love, you do for a damn $1. You know that song? What you won't do, you do for love. Everything.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna do that. If the price is right, people are doing it. They selling their souls for a promissory note.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely.
Where we barter for things, where did our skill help us get it? This would be a totally different platform. It wouldn't be no hierarchy or higher agenda. It wouldn't be that. You know, if everybody bartered, what you got, helping each other out. See, but that's the agenda to keep
like in the old days. Just like the olden days, that's what we used to do.
We used to sell goods. We
barter system.
We traded stuff. You traded goods. You had a talent.
Capitalism made the world. Who said Keith Clark? Who's Keith Clark?
Kenneth Clark. Is that who you're talking about, Kenneth Clark?
Yeah, who is that?
Slicky is saying we fight our own, but we leave white alone. We're not afraid to fight our own, are we? No solution.
Under any circumstances, take a gun, chair, or any daggone thing else.
And Molly said there was more police killing when Obama was in office. It says, where was the energy there? You look, the energy bill always where is a fear. That energy is back behind some fear. The energy is still pent up in a lot of people. A little bit of people getting tired. Just 2 people waking up. That's all that was. A little bit of people. You're using emotions, and law doesn't go by emotions. Right. We need to change. We need to change what's written in law. We need to change the laws. See, we need to get that power structure. We need to get that knowledge and figure out how to go back to rewrite and make them change what they've written in. Do you know that it's still on the books that you could get lynched? They didn't take it off the books like they were supposed to.
Yeah, it's still on the book.
Lynching is still legal in the United States.
Yep.
So there's a whole bunch of crappy laws.
What?
That's in the
They
book.
call it a hanging because they did it for Jeffrey Dahmer. Remember? You can choose to either be hung or electrocuted.
We got to stop being the victims. We got to choose
Absolutely.
not to be victims. We have to choose to try to unify your brothers and sisters. And guess what? It starts with one person first, and that's you, Malik. you, Malik, Molly, Lee, Slicky, Kenneth. It starts with one. It starts with us. It starts with me. It starts with the man in the mirror first. Can we come together? But because we can't get our stinking thinking together, because some of us are more programmed and agenda-fied than others, and those are the weak links. If we don't go back and fortify those weak links, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Think about that. The chain is only as strong as the weakest link. So if we want to get together, we got to go to our brothers and sisters, educate them. They need the knowledge. They need the love, support, the weakest ones. And those are the people that's hurt, damaged, downtrodden. Those are our people that we see and pass and ignore on a daily basis. We got to get our weakest link. We got to help each other. We don't help each other no more. We too busy trying to step on
we
each
don't.
other. You know, people would say that saying, crabs in the barrel, right? We like crabs in the barrel. It's pulling down, they pull each other down. Well, when I look, I was looking at the crab in the barrel holding on to each other so the other ones can crawl out. We got to give up a sacrifice. We got to toe the line. Who's going to toe the line so that our next generation or whatever generation, they're already changing our history. We got to do something before it's too late. People that people that care, spreading knowledge. We got to do something before it's too late. They changing the history now as we speak in Florida. They have a different agenda. You know, so we really got to do something. And it's sad, and it doesn't have to come to a brawl.
I agree.
Excuses.
Well, like I said, it happened when it was supposed to happen. It should have happened. It happened when it was supposed to happen. Just when they're trying to change all of the voting laws in that area. They're trying to change all the voting laws, so I don't think they'll try that there. I don't know, man. I'm just...
Molly, what we got up? Is that 50 Tyson?
Happy but sad day.
Look, y'all look up 50 Tyson. We're going to talk about him on Tall Tale Thursday. That's my boy, 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson. It's you know, y'all go back and look at some of his stuff. 50 Tyson, that people that don't know about 50 Tyson, that was like 20 years ago. 50 Tyson. And I'm laughing because I'm laughing in the good way. And not to poke fun at the man, because he is example of hard. Molly, go ahead and show what I had up for 50 Tyson. So y'all do your research and come back on Thursday, Tall Tale Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be Wellness Wednesday. We're going to have a special guest. Kenny, guess who's going to be on the show tomorrow? Dave Carter from Section 8 Comedy. Kid, I know Kitty like him.
Well, all righty then.
Dave
All
Carter,
righty.
Section 8 Comedy, yes. Section 8 Comedy. Mr. Dave Carter, he's coming on tomorrow because we're talking about kids getting ready to go back to school. And this Saturday will be their last day for their book bag backpack drive as well. You see, there's like 50 million different backpack drives. And if we all could come together and be one big giant one, that'd be great. Because I know Kenneth got a backpack. I know Signature Cuts Barbershop got a backpack drive. I know so many people with these backpack drives, school backpack drives. And I love it. I'm gonna skip that video.
Get it in once, get it in twice or 3 times a week. A week. Oh no, y'all gotta go. Oh, baby, like to get it in once, get it in twice or 3 times a week. A week. Oh no, y'all gotta go. Oh.
Now, I'm looking at that, I'm laughing because I don't know if this man autistic or something's wrong with him. But we got a weak, strengthen our weakest link. We got strengthen.
Jeez. You know, that one I'm looking at out there. I'm looking at this like, what did I just see?
Well, I don't like I said, I gotta get some background on him, but that reminded me of a grown 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson was a boy back in the day. He was autistic, but he was a rapper. And guess what, people? He made some leeway. 50 Tyson blew up. He broke the internet down. That was like what, 20 years ago? Do y'all remember 50 Tyson? Molly,
Nope.
Did you look up 50 Tyson? And pull on one of 50 Tyson's video, please. Yeah, don't nobody remember 50 Tyson. Malik, do you remember 50 Tyson? It was 50 Cent and Mike Tyson combined. He was hilarious. And he broke the internet down. He was an autistic rapper that made it. He was all over Europe, all over. They came. He got an award, an ADA award. That's American with Disability Association. He put autistic people on the map. Yes, he did. 50 Tyson.
That's this guy here.
I can't see it. No, that's not 50 Tyson. I'm gonna have some video for 50 Tyson for y'all on Tell Thursday, because we're gonna do the story on Mr. 50 Tyson and how other rappers be using 50 Tyson. William Green, Google his name. The George Floyd of Prince George's County. William Green. Okay, Slicky, go on the jam. Go on the jam, Slicky. Let's look at who pushes over the crabs. Let's look at who put the crabs in the barrel. Who caught them in the net? The system caught them in the net. That's who caught them in the net, the agenda. Malik said no.
I like crabs, so I probably put them in there. There's some in my freezer.
You like crabs, so you put them in the
some of my they legs and stuff in my freezer right now.
They try to escape. You know, and speaking of tall turtle, did you see the link that I sent you about that fish? It was supposed to be whiting. No, I'm not I don't eat seafood. I don't mess with it, whatever. But they are saying that whiting and tilapia are not fish. They're GMOs. Genetically modified organisms. Are they? Are
yes.
they? So
whitings, I'm not sure. But I know tilapia is. It's a GMO of a bass. black bass because black bass is not a game fish. So I had to make it a game fish. So
So what is
tilapia
whiting?
would be it.
Is that the name of the fish? Whiting.
Whiting, I am not quite sure. That was before my time. Hmm.
They were cloning fishes and making fishes and stuff. They was doing some of everything. It was
Have you
splitting
have you
hairs.
ever have you not seen Clonus Horror? They was cloning people back in the 60s.
The only clone I remember is the
Yeah.
sheep Dolly that they cloned. That was back in the 80s.
Uh-huh.
Dolly, the sheep Dolly. They successfully cloned a sheep. Did you?
What
that
year
was
was
back
that?
in the 80s. Look up Dolly, clone sheep. Let me
Yeah,
look it
but
up.
I'm saying they was doing it back in this. They was doing it back in the 60s for body parts for certain people. If you
They
look
was
up the movie
wrong.
Clonus
This was
Horror,
STEM research. They would take a lab rat and they were able to grow an ear or something like that on the back of a mouse. Doing stem cell research and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, so that's
Clonus
that's
Horror.
really
If you think they cloned Tyrone ain't real, check out Clonus Horror. And
she is
Clone
talking.
Tyrone. They clone Tyrone is
You gotta
funny as
tell me
oh
the
man, that movie
Lee.
makes
She is talking about a movie that's on Netflix called They Clone Tyrone with Jamie Foxx in it and the guy that was in Star Wars. I can't think of his name. But he made that movie. The guy
and the young lady.
Tyrone. I can't think of his name. So many European
I
actors
can't even.
from Europe are getting American acting jobs. I don't know where their accent is going, but there are a lot of black people from London and England that's getting the jobs over here, and a lot of people getting upset about that because they like, why you got to go all the way across the water when you could Tyrone right here in the backyard? Why you go all the way over to
Amen.
England to get some help to be in a movie? But we got people right here.
But he's been but you know the young man that they Tyrone, he has been here for a very long time.
They played it, but you know that's what they say. Now, is that true? Do a lot of Black Americans go over to England and
Yes.
over to Europe and get in European films, or do
Yes.
they use the people that's there?
Both, but mainly if they need to start oh my goodness, there's a lot of black stars that's been over there and did in movies, especially Prince. Prince did he did remember what was the name of it?
Under the Cherry
Moon. Yes. Yeah. So it's a lot of
filmed it over
stars.
there. But no,
In
but
fact-
I'm saying he filmed it and he did it over there. He's American. He went over there. He did the movie, right? But I'm saying, do people from England get American?
No, we don't go over there and take their movies. We can't. We don't have. We don't have their. We don't have that accent unless they're gonna be chasing us.
Malik, come on the show. Malik, I'm gonna send you my number because I want to know what it is. I can call you right after the show. I want to know what it is. Boom. But you know what? Y'all also need to get Malik. Get this book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. It's an awesome book. It's a good read, y'all. Yes, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. You know what? From the event that I did Saturday, Lee and I did because she was there with me, and I want to thank her so much on July 29th. That event was awesome.
Thank you.
We had an awesome
You're welcome.
And from that event, I got 2 gigs, y'all. Yay! September the 9th, I will be featured on the last Win Factor Poolside Parties session.
God. Pew, 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 pew.
I'll
Yes.
be on the last one. And it's so funny because that's my birthday. My birthday is literally that Friday,
Oh,
and I'll be doing the show on that Saturday. I mean, that's an awesome birthday gift for me. And I thank you, appreciate
yes, it is.
the chance to shine. I always say I just need the right people to see me. Just want to crack the door, so you can get a foot in there and do a little something. Look at that! Look at that! Oh shucks! Who am I going to be up there with? Can y'all see the people name? I gotta make it big. I can't see. That's messed up. And Molly put the wrong poster up. I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about the one for September. But this is Leo season. This one that Molly got up is for the one Molly got up is for this next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, August the 19th. And that's when birthday poolside party. That's her birthday. It's Leo season. Yeah, we know it's Leo season. We know it's Leo season. But I gotta send him the one. I'm gonna send it to him right now for the Virgo season. I thought I did it. I'm sorry. I thought I sent the link. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can pull that up there. Lee, tell the people about the party that we went to on the 29th while I get the poster and drop it in there real quick.
Oh, we had a natural ball. At least I did messing with everybody as they come in the door. They was having fun from the beginning to the end.
And
I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak on it. And the food was, oh my goodness. The food was to fight for. But I loved it. Don't shake your head at me. I'm not going there. But the food was to fight for. But it was good. The music was right. Laughing Lenny.
Stacey Carver.
Yes.
Laughing Lenny. Dude in the corner. Clarence Nixon did his thing.
Clarence Nixon. He has yet to get used to going bald yet. I love that.
Look, and then with the new DJ B, I can't even think of his name, but I got a new husband, y'all. I got a new But from that event, they got me 2 gigs. One, September with Gwen. That's on September the 9th. And then the other one is Dave Carter is filming, you guys, his stand-up special. And I'll be a part of that on November the 5th. It's called Just Call My Name.
That's right.
With Dave Carter. Look,
Congratulations.
And I'm just excited. I'm like a fat kid in the barbershop. I'm so excited.
You mean a fat kid in the barbershop? You mean a fat kid in the donut shop?
I'm a fat, oh yes, cake shop, pastries. Yeah. Now everybody loves cake. I'm in the barbershop looking for some men. Ooh, am I a little part? Am I that thirsty? So I should say at a hooker at a truckers convention. I don't know what that means, but
what are you doing? Oh my goodness, that is you're more than thirsty.
I don't know what a hooker at a truckers convention, but that was an old one of them old things.
That was a very old one too.
Yes. Molly Mall, I sent it in the thing about the 2 events. So one is September the 9th, but before then, Molly was sharing with you on the poolside party for August. I'm sorry, I skipped over August and went straight to September. That's so selfish and greedy of me. I'm sorry, y'all. But I was just so psyched and stoked that that yields me 2 other gigs. So I get a chance to cut him. Oh, and I cannot forget Trey Williamson. The very next day after that, I went and performed and did a guest spot for Trey Williamson. If y'all don't know him, He's this famous comedian. He's traveled around the world in barbershops doing impersonation like Cat Williams, Pops, John Witherspoon, Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks. But he is known for his stand-up comedy. Oh, he sings. He sounds just like Michael Jackson. He's been going all over the world. So if y'all don't know who Trey Williamson, look him up. And yours truly got a chance to open it. You know, he blessed and he gave back some time. And I got up and I did my thing. It was in Baltimore in this place called Sully's. Sully's is actually it's big, it's huge, but it's in the basement. But I was in the basement, y'all. So that's one place off my bucket list. There's a couple of places that I said that I wanted to perform. And I got a chance to do that, y'all. Just like I'm getting the chance to perform at the backyard poolside comedy event. And that's on September the 9th. Well, I'll be there on September the 19th too. But I'll be in a different capacity. But I've been actually performing. And this show was a good show. It's going over November the 5th, y'all. Arlington Draft House. November the 5th. There's only a couple of seats left for the premiere seating, the VIP seating. And those seats are only $30. So y'all better hurry up and get y'all seats so y'all can see me up close and personal. I'm gonna be breaking it out, honey. I'm gonna have a different wig on. I'm gonna do what it do. And the other seats are only $20. And guess what? There is no bad seat in that venue. It's a perfect venue for comedy because it's cozy enough, it's big enough, and the ambiance is awesome. The acoustic is fabulous. So I can get up there and I can project. Though not. I can be like my fellow thespians. But I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna drop the mic. The bar is going to be stopped, y'all, if you know what I mean. So, Lee, you got anything to say before we roll on up out of here?
Yeah, let's bond. That's all I can say is let's bond. Read a book, listen to yourself, and think consciously. We got to continue this uprising.
It's not justice. No justice, no peace. No peace, no justice.
Hey, the one guy said that the little boy swam 300 miles to get across the river.
Look, you know black people can swim now. Back then, when they say they didn't see the boat go wrong, what Chris Rock say? Now they can dive in. You see him diving in. But if you got your book in your chair,
you got a black Aquaman.
Molly, take us out.
We need that a black Aquaman coming up out the water to fight. That'd be a nice one. Anyway, dear, I will talk to you a little bit later.
Malik, I will call you. Yes, Lee.
Okay.
In this long
I'm out.
ass world is getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, you're from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna